Whoa. Whoa. Let's see. It is something o'clock in the morning, about 9:30 in the morning, mid 40s. There is kale being planted by my wifey down here. It's important not to mix your business kale with your personal kale. So this is personal kale, and this one here, this is all business kale. So here's what you got. Those make really good watering trays. Your bookkeeper gets angry at you if you combine your kale together. It's the endish of October. We went to the co-op yesterday and talked with some locals about what to plant, what to reap, you know, all the things, and they were very helpful, but made it quite clear this is not North Texas. You don't get 2, maybe 3 grow seasons here. You get 2 if you do your due diligence and you're lucky. So that's cool. So we've got all the beans doing their things, and the chickens over there doing their things. There's one up in the barn laying in the tile saw as we speak. And that was my finger. You kicked my finger. And the baby bear is in the swing. We had to upgrade to chains for the swing because the ropes, one broke while the baby was in it swinging, and she went flying. We caught her. So anyway, we got a bunch of stuff to do today because it's somebody's birthday today. And let's see, we gotta fix the truck for real, do a dump run, including taking the bins because we have full bins as well. Plant this kale. I've got some calls around noon to make. We've got to insulate grandma's pipes. We got to do laundry, plus a certain video that somebody's going to shoot while we do laundry. I know, right? Super exciting. And then we have somebody's birthday with meatloaf, mashed cauliflower, and green beans for dinner. So that'll be good. And yeah, I'm just kind of digging the whole concept of this modern homesteading thing, and amazed that this is our life. We get to do this. You do not get to swing. Okay, fine. So chickens die, FYI. I have a lot of people ask me, what do your chickens do? And my answer is they lay eggs, they produce meat, and they die. And if you do it right, they'll contribute to your compost pile with their manure. But chickens die. We started with 30, we now have 10. Now, a lot of that is due to predation, and there's a lot more that could be done for our chickens' security than we're doing, which right now is basically they have a night coop. They have a safe space that they can go to, and they have their instincts. And Dad shoots things that kills chickens when he sees them. That's it. That's what we do. And so it's pretty low maintenance, but we will be in the springtime getting a dedicated flock of laying hens, and we'll probably get them as chicks and raise them up in the way of laying eggs, and they will not depart from laying eggs when they are older. I think it says somewhere in Leviticus. Sideways, baby. Whoa! So we'll be doing that in the spring. That's one of our goals. And you need more holes. Here, you hold this. Talk to the peeps. What else are we doing springtime?
For springtime?
What? Yeah, when springtime gets here.
Oh. Well, hopefully we'll have some animals. Like, animals.
Not children.
Not children who are animals.
Right.
First sheeps, then some goats. So hopefully by spring we'll be, you know, fall to winter preparation time, getting stuff built and ready for them. And then come springtime, actually have them here. I don't know what else. Garden will be, you know, springtime garden.
You got 25 pounds of seed to plant that Charlie Bear gave us.
Yeah, we've got a bunch of seed.
Thank you, Charlie Bear.
Charlie Bear, thank you.
David C. is sending more corn.
David C., thank you.
So.
But yeah, that's this is gonna be our preparation time. Just holding the fort down and getting stuff ready for next season. You want to swing? You want Daddy do? Well, Daddy digging my holes. He's digging me some holes right now. 1 minute, okay? Okay. Yeah. So, that's it. Shalom.
So this woman went and turned the phone off before I was done talking to y'all. Yeah, you should be sorry. Swing time. So, but you did. Yeah. You don't have all the words? I have the best words. Believe me. So, one of the things that you touched on, babe, that I wanted to hit was using this opportunity, this time, this season, to put ourselves in a good position come spring, because there's going to be a lot that we're going to want to do come springtime. So, you know, keep feeding the compost pile. We are going to lay out where garden beds actual are going to be. I think I'm going to do the back to Eden method in certain areas here. We know that the soil needs to be amended with nitrogen and with calcium. So we can be doing that now and working it into the soil now. So come springtime, it's in there. We can be top dressing. Whoa, the baby kicked me. We can be top dressing our plots with our compost and with natural fertilizers, manure and the like now, so that it works its way into the soil come springtime. Is that funny? Yeah. And that's just on a garden end. We're pretty sure that we want Katahdin sheep, but maybe Dorpers. And so we need to research that and set the money aside for that, and then have a place for them to live. And so what we don't know is, are they going to live in the little barn up behind Grandma's house? Or are we going to make them a place up here? Don't know yet. So we need to figure that out. I have 6 cattle panels and a gate that need a home somewhere to do something with. We need to get firewood cut. So yeah, there's a lot of things to do, but I also want to just keep stressing this concept of this neo-pioneering, modern homesteading, not just SHTF, the end of the world as you know it, man. I mean, I got a comment from one guy who was like, you know, that's all cute what you're doing there, but what are you going to do when the starving masses show up and are raping your wife and murdering your children? All right, number 1, don't bring that negativity here. Number 2, you don't know me. Anybody who thinks they're going to step 3 feet down this driveway and I don't know them and they have bad intentions, just because we don't talk about the real hard side of preparedness here doesn't mean that we're not willing, ready, and able and trained to go there. That's ridiculous. But that's not where my mind is at, and that's not where I live. That's not what I keep my mind on. We don't operate from a position of fear here. We don't operate from a position of weakness. No. There's a reason we have hashtag body bag shirts.
Right.
But
and we're far enough away. We're not gonna get droves.
Yeah, there are no starving masses.
Right.
There's no masses.
No. Like, we'll get onesies, twosies.
Right.
You know, maybe even a small group, but we're not gonna get droves of people. Like, where we picked, there's lots of other targets of opportunity before they ever get to us.
And
a lot.
And if I gave you our address and you mapped it, and I gave you explicit written directions via email on how to get here, you're still gonna get lost.
Yeah.
You're still gonna get lost. And that's one of the things I love about this property. But all of that is to say, I'm not focusing on that.
No.
You're not focusing on that. And it's not that we're not prepared to deal with. I mean, look, everywhere we go, there are pistols on our hips. Everywhere we go. And I'm never on this property more than 100 yards from a rifle. I do my morning walks with a rifle. I do my evening walks with a rifle. But I'm not disabled by fear. And I feel for you in here, for those of you that are.
Yeah. Because
this should bring you joy. This should not be a burden to you. Preparedness should not be a burden. This should bring you joy. I mean, we're out here. It's a beautiful morning. You're working in the garden. The baby's in the swing. I'm talking to a sideways iPhone.
Well, and if it is something that you truly fear, then maybe you need to reevaluate.
Right. Why are you afraid?
Right.
What are the contributing factors to your fear, your unease?
Yeah.
That's
what can you do to give yourself some peace?
Yeah.
Because when something does happen, number one, you're going to be absolutely exhausted because you're always scared. And you're not going to be able to sleep or give yourself peace of mind because you're worried about what's coming.
Right. I don't worry about anything. I get concerned.
Hey.
Whoa. We have concerns, but we meet anxiety with action around here. And I had a great comment from Miles at the Patreon page about this rebranding. Actually, it was a message he sent, and I won't go in too deeply into it, but he was talking about this rebranding of the word prepper and preparedness. And the last paragraph that he wrote basically said, you know, listen, Bear, I know you're concerned about the stereotypical prepper and the message we're sending to the community at large, but he said, you know, your viewers aren't like that, right? You know, your subs are your subs for a reason because you're not that way. You don't attract that audience and you don't have that problem. And that really touched me because that's who we are. You know, my wife said yesterday that quote, my life is my message. You know, what is your message? That was by Gandhi, exactly. Right? My life is my message. This is, you get what you get. This is who we are. And we're not fear-mongering, clickbaiting, snake oil salespeople. We just live our lives in such a way as to be joyfully better prepared and better skilled and stronger people tomorrow than we are today. And that's really what I want for you guys at home as well.
And true to ourselves.
Yeah, this is real.
Yeah.
And
you meet us on the street, and this is what you get.
We get that a lot.
Yeah.
When people meet us. So, but I don't want you guys to just live vicariously through us. I want you to be educated and edified by us and encouraged by us. And then I want you guys to go forth and do your thing. Find your homestead, plant your garden, push your kid in the swing, go carry your rucksack, go shoot your guns, go love your wife, go make your own toothpaste, do your stuff. Do the things that bring you joy in your preparedness journey, in your lifestyle, not just, I'm glad you're here, but I don't want this to be the end of your journey. I want it to be just the very beginning of your journey.
We do this to motivate.
Yeah.
and to inspire.
And I don't want you operating out of fear.
Right.
That's a bad thing.
Swing, Daddy, swing.
Swing. Okay. So that's our morning this morning, and that's what I wanted to tell you guys this morning is just worry fixes nothing. Right? You can be concerned, and you can use the stress that you might feel over certain things as a feedback mechanism to say, I need to work on this, this, and this. These are issues that need to be addressed, but don't live your life in fear. And don't try and bring it to us either. This whole concept of, what happens when your wife is right? I'll kill you. That's what happens.
Or I'll kill you. Or
she'll kill you. or the myriad dozens of members of our tribe will kill you as well.
Right.
And that's it. Like, the end. Well, what happens if somebody threatens your tribe? We'll kill them. Right. And I don't want to go there, but our tribe is extremely robust, and we're thankful for it. And we're well loved, well protected, well provided for. The Most High has put us in a brilliant place through obedience, and that's our message. And that's what your message should be too. So prepare in a joyful manner. Don't be afraid, and don't bring fear around and just throw fear all over the place into other people's lives. That's ridiculous. So, got anything else to add? Shalom!